The tree is an universal symbol used in many religions. There was the tree of knowledge of good and evil at the beginning of time, mentioned in the book of Genesis, chapter 3, which brought into the world the duality of divisions, which is traditionally called the fall. That fall is humanity's deviation from the full and pure acceptance of God and Himself, or rather, of God in Himself, into a dividing consciousness, separating humanity from God, humanity from nature, and the human being from himself or herself. This brought with it all the train of the dualities, life and death, good and evil, joy and pain, completeness and want, the fruit of a divided being. This is the fruit Adam and Eve, tempted by nature, have eaten. Then came another tree, the tree of life. Book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 7. To undo the evil of this first tree. Through the Son, God decided to bring the whole universe back to Himself. God made peace through His Son's sacrificial death on the cross, and so brought back to Himself all things, both on earth and in heaven. In the Garden of Eden, the tree was to be the instrument of Adam's fall, just as the tree of life of Calvary was to be the means of humanity's redemption in Christ's crucifixion. In other words, life comes from heaven, from God. Everything is established in Him. The sacred enters the physical and material world and brings forth fruit in abundance. This entering of divine into the human consciousness, thus realizing union of the divine and human, is what brings forth abundant fruit. Remain united to me, and I will remain united to you. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, for you can do nothing without me. John chapter 15 verses 4 to 5. Jesus was totally rooted in His Father through the Divine Spirit. Just as the Father is the source of life, in the same way, He has made His Son to be the source of life for us. John 5 verse 26. Only if we are rooted in the divine source, our lives will be focused as was Jesus' life. Jesus' one-pointedness, His vision came from His divine source, resulting in His mission that all may be one. Thus realizing the kingdom, the purpose for which He came into the world. When one gets rooted into the divine, one's life of dualities, resulting in sorrow, pain, suffering, and conflict, will be transformed, leading to joy, and one will find meaning in life. For this, we are invited to be rooted in God, Father, Son, and the Spirit, the divine communion of love and unity. Our SJT vision, John chapter 17, verse 21. All may be one. Every end as a new beginning, every cloud as a silver lining, every child is a new promise, and every SJT is a symbol of communion. May they all be one. We have set sail on our journey in our boat of faith with our most valuable treasure inherited from our pioneers, preserved in the casket of Trinitarian communion, the SJT charism of communion, being for God and being for others. At this moment of history, we came together to make a common search for deepening our Trinitarian communion in our life of intimacy with God. We are resolved to live the Paschal life of Jesus, the Eucharistic life. We commit ourselves to center our lives on the Word of God and live the life of
I accept you from the hands of my God. You are God's gift to me, a beautiful gift. This gift of love God has given me. I accept you from the hands of my God. You are God's gift to me, a beautiful gift. This gift of love God has given me. I'm sorry I caused you pain. I'm sorry I offended you. May God wipe those tears from your eyes. May God heal the hurt within you. I accept you from the hands of my God. You are God's gift to me, a beautiful gift. This gift of love God has given me. Accept you from the hands of my God. You are God's gift to me, a beautiful gift. This gift of love God has given me. From this day we live in love, together in the love of our God. You're precious to me, you're my guide. In your joy and your grief, I'm with you. I accept you from the hands of my God. You are God's gift to me, a beautiful beautiful gift. This gift of love God has given me. I accept you from the hands of my God. You are God's gift to me, a beautiful gift. This gift of love God has given me.